Lisa, Kim, Larry Whitehead's old neighbors feel relief the manhunt is over and he's been captured without any further violence. Her doctors delayed draining the fluid that had accumulated right here at the base of her neck for just a few days, but they waited too long. Kyla, the severe weather didn't stop people from going outdoors today. Larry Elmore loves skydiving, but his first love is aviation. He wanted to jump out of this airplane, a World War II C-47. This is what's causing Denellen's financial problems. This is Greenlight Communications. The kids have to be able to set their animals up and make sure they show the judge they put a lot of hard work into their projects. And former Florida Governor and State Senator Bob Graham says he's not surprised the government shut down on Tuesday. And on June 15th is going to host the kids from the world's most famous duck family. This horse right here is expected to go for about $35,000 when he hits that ring this afternoon. Dave, the first robbery was completely unsuccessful because the man they tried to rob had nothing valuable on him. And U.S. Department of Defense facilities will amp up security worldwide in light of the Washington Navy Yard rampage. We have more now on our top story, the bombings in Boston. This report is just in from NBC News.
Well, actually, I live right down there and I walk around like with my son, and now I'm not going to do that.
Residents of a neighborhood where a Palatka High School student was almost abducted Monday morning are on high alert. But parents are just now being informed of the criminal on the loose.
Deputies and Palatka police officers canvassed the area very heavily and came up with no suspected persons of interest.
The teen had just dropped her little sister off at a bus stop near Lemon Heights, and like many kids across the county, she then began her normal walk to school. The victim was walking along this road to school when she heard somebody coming up from behind her. She then turned around and told the man to back off, but then he grabbed both of her wrists and put them behind her, trying to drag her into a wooded area. But she punched him and then ran to school and told the school resource deputies. That's why we were a little surprised when the school district had no knowledge of the incident until we showed up for an interview.
We want the kids to be safe. That is a top priority for the Putnam County School District.
The sheriff's office never told the school district about this happening to one of their students. The superintendent of schools was recording a phone call to be sent to all parents when we left Palatka. Sheriff deputies and school officials both say something like this hasn't happened in their county in recent memory.
This is scary. That's why we want to take the action we're taking and make sure that the parents help us alert the children of what they should do in case somebody strange comes up to them.
Law enforcement say the best thing for kids to remember is stranger danger.
That screaming and letting others know that something bad's going on is really probably the best way to stop an imminent or an actual attack.
From what I understand, if he had not showed up when he did, she would have died right there on my floor.
Nathaniel Thibodeau never imagined to receive this kind of news. His kitchen manager called him Sunday evening and told him one of his waitresses was found unconscious in the restaurant. Stacy Phillips was left alone to close the business and had a diabetic stroke. And it was all caught on camera. In the surveillance video, it shows Stacy trying to close the store in a daze when she came to this table, sat down, passed out, and then ended up on the floor.
Yeah, you just want to reach through the video and help her, but you can't. It's so hard to watch.
That's when Jefferson Gwynn came up to the front of the store to see if the deli was open. He discovered that they had closed some 2 hours ago, but looked a little closer and saw Phillips lying motionless on the floor. He then called 911 and stayed until the police arrived.
He simply did what a good citizen should do and called us, stayed present, gave us his statement, and then left the rest of any kind of rescue or emergency response to the emergency personnel on scene.
One of the first officers who responded to the scene suffered several injuries on his hands from breaking the glass door to get her medical assistance. We tried contacting Gwynn for comment without any luck. Thibodeau and his staff just want him to know they would like to return the favor.
Please come in. We want to thank you personally. And as long as you eat in my restaurant, your money is no good. You will eat free for life.
Uh-oh. Roseanne Fusco works out every day. Her favorite hobby is tennis, one she's actually quite good at. But last October, a simple shot changed the way she lives her life.
Every test they were running was coming back positive, everything, and we were like totally shocked.
That injection was supposed to relieve her constant pain, but instead it almost killed her. Roseanne was infected by the contaminated fungal meningitis steroid that caused an outbreak in Marion County and nationwide.
You take so much for granted and until you're in a situation like that, just the little things. I mean, going to the bathroom, brushing your hair, the little things that all of a sudden you're connected to these machines and you just can't do them.
Roseanne, the Ocala deputy city clerk and avid tennis player, got a shot from the Marion Pain Management Center and woke up with a headache and a fever 9 days later.
Come on up.
2 months went by without any more symptoms. Then the outbreak happened.
Well, right away, me and my husband looked at each other and were like, that explains why I was sick, because all the symptoms for meningitis were exactly what I had.
Roseanne was in the hospital for 3 months, undergoing many painful tests and on a medication regimen as strong as cancer patients go through with chemotherapy. But allergies to the medicine worsened her condition, making her wonder if, when, or how she would ever leave her hospital bed.
At that point, when that was all happening to me, the computer, I would type in and be trying to follow everything that was going on, but it was very scary at the same time because every time I looked at it, people were dying.
You realize that the person that you love the most, you know, may not be around or may be a whole different person physically, and you know, you've got to be there for her.
After the outbreak, Roseanne complained of pressure building at the injection site in the back of her neck, making it feel like she had a humpback. Her doctors delayed draining the fluid that had accumulated right here at the base of her neck for just a few days, but they waited too long.
It looked like they had taken an axe to the back of my neck. It was so huge, the opening.
These spinal abscesses are what the Marion County Health Department is seeing in patients that are recovering from this illness.
We're asking people who were injected to stay vigilant and contact their healthcare provider, their attending physician, whoever is looking after them, to make sure they follow up on any symptoms.
This right here was at least 1 inch deep, if not more, 1.5 inches deep there.
For Roseanne, it was her unwavering support system that helped her get through these trying 3 months, and she encourages others to live life to the fullest.
Have fun with the little stuff in life, and not have to be big stuff, you know, but enjoy each other, enjoy your family, your friends, because everybody got me through. Every little bit helped.
And she hopes that one day she'll feel strong enough to return to the court, racket in hand, and play the game she loves. Lauren Lettelier, WUFT News.